So first and foremost, like I tell you guys all the time, you got to be proud of where you are. Mr. Shin touched on it. Like I tell you guys on the street, you sitting here and them right there are the only people that when the drum major says Bannatyne Hut, you get to say one thing. Patchy. You get to say that. There's no one else that gets to say that. And there's a reason for that. Because you're in the club. You're the ones that work for that. You're the ones that earn the right to be able to represent that part of the school. The other thing is, those of you sitting here right now, I'm proud of you because you stuck it out. This is your 4th year or your last year. Some people came in their 2nd year of school. They made the right choice to came and join the band. But you stuck it out. Here you are as a senior. You went through all the Wednesday nights, all the Monday afternoon sectionals, all the Saturdays when we got here at 6:30 or 7 o'clock in the morning and then get home from Mount Carmel until 2. Both times we went out on a Monday night to South Hills and didn't get home until late, and you had to get up the next day and come back to school. All the Thursday mornings that we got home from Wednesday night really late and had to go out on the street and get work done. And here you are. You're at the end of it. Almost at the end of it. That ought to feel pretty good to you. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. And again, Mr. Shen touched on it. I tell you guys this all the time. The payoff for this season and your 4 years is next Saturday. But that payoff is not even close to what it's going to be the rest of your life when you can take everything you've learned for the last 4 years and apply it to what you're going to do in college and thereafter. I'm looking at a lot of strong young men and women that are going to go on to lead the country, lead businesses in the country, and be doctors and lawyers and business people and engineers. And you're going to take a lot of things with you that you don't even realize yet you're going to take with you. And it's going to work out for you in a really great way. You're going to wake up one day, or you're going to be in a situation one day, 15 years from now, and you go, wow, I remember how I got to that situation when I was back in band and color guard and percussion, or I was in this activity, or I was at this show, or I was so tired, but I had to do this. I had to do my job. I was super tired, which is pretty much all the time. You guys agree with me? You're tired. We're all tired. We're exhausted. Next Saturday night, we're done. We're all going to be like this. Yeah, that's it. Put it all out there. So for that, you have to be very proud of what you've done in all facets of the activity. We still have concert band next semester. We still have indoor drumline. We still have winter band next semester. But as this group, after next Saturday, and spaghetti dinner, it will never exist again the same way. Okay? And I'm really proud of you guys for sticking it out. Here you are as a senior, and you're graduating out of the band. Memory lane, crossing lines.
Yeah.
How about those tarts? How about those tarts? How about those tarts? Mrs. Shell remembers those charts. Boy, our good old little car out there, man. We had that little, the little trailer, and it was like every day. All right, let's roll up those tarts, and then we got back to second period like a half an hour late. So we remember those tarts. One thing you guys may not remember about crossing lines was it was really hard. It was really hard. The key signatures were really hard, and if you go back and look at that show on mute, we were like this all over the field. We crossed a lot of lines. Okay? But one thing you also need to remember about that year is that was the first year we hosted championships at Citrus. So you were the first class that did that. You hosted championships at Citrus. I looked up my history. Okay. So crossing lines, it was really, really cool. Yeah, tarps in first year hosting the 6A. But it was really, really good. Okay. I think we ended up third that year. Yeah. It was a really good place. I mean, it was a good placement, but the show was really good. I think we came away from that one feeling really good about that. We went to Hawaii that year.
Yeah.
So that's another thing to take away from this. You know, you were in the band that year, and we got invited to go to the Pearl Harbor Parade. You'll remember the end of the parade very well, I'm sure. Those old wool uniforms where all of you were soaked, and we totally missed the mark. We were like, it's only going to be like a mile. ended up being 4 hours or something like that. But you can't imagine the long-lasting impression you made on those people over there by the professionalism that you showed, by the quality that you showed by your playing and marching, and just by your general attitude. You know, a lot of those other bands and the Marines that were there were like, wow, these kids they mean business. They're really cool. They're really good at what they do. You got to visit Hawaii. We got to be on the deck of a ship and play the Navy hymn and play our show and play some other cool stuff. Take a cool battleship picture from Mr. Shen. It's really cool. But that's also something that you can't forget. When you were in band in high school, you got to go to Hawaii and march in the Pearl Harbor Parade and be the last band. It's pretty cool. The next year, Rose by any other name. AKA Romeo and Juliet. So that was also a pretty difficult show. We started in those big boxes. We cleaned them until the last day. But we did the 6A championships again at Citrus. Okay. But the big thing for you guys was the Rose Parade. So the year before it was Hawaii. The following year was the Rose Parade. Okay. And that was a big deal. And we got a good spot in the Rose Parade. We didn't have to be here at 1 o'clock in the morning. So that was pretty cool. And you got a good spot on TV, and it was really impressive. And you guys did a great job. You may remember that year also was the year that we actually got the new uniforms. We were supposed to wear them for BandFest and the Rose Parade, but BandFest didn't quite work out for us. It was pouring rain. You sat on a bus that was steamy and hot for several hours. And but even though that was all the big deal, you went out and gave a great performance that night. It's really cool, and then marched the Purple Carnival down around the track. That was really cool. You can go back on this thing called YouTube and see it anytime you want. The next year, Resurgence. So, big thing about that was, and Ryan's got the shirt on up there. Big thing about that was, that show was sort of a let's have a little bit of a new thing going on. New uniform, black pants, black shoes.
Yeah.
New sort of prop orientation for us. And just sort of a different design philosophy. And so we started with the smaller group. You guys played there. We had the rest of the group come out from behind the thing, and every single show, that was just a big hit. Everybody's like, wow, I didn't know that many people were going to come out from behind there and blow my face off. So it's really, really cool. And it was a great show, and you guys did a great job. And then we come to this year, A Swan's Journey. The thing I like about this show is it really does tell a story, and for you guys, it tells the whole story. From start to finish. It's the big arc, right? The beginning of the show is all about the swan sort of waking up and kind of dusting its feathers off a little bit. That's what happens when you're a freshman. Sort of getting comfortable. You're a sophomore. Junior, you're starting to see the end in sight. And as a senior, you get to finally celebrate. Hey, look back what I did. Now let's celebrate. Which is what the end of the show is all about. It's all about the swan's journey. Okay? Becoming this beautiful animal and being able to go out into the world and do everything they do because they've been prepared from start to finish to do everything they're going to do. You guys are all going to end up in different colleges. Some of you may go to the same college together. But in the end, you're all going to end up in different places. Some of us end up in different parts of the country. Some of us are going to end up in different parts of the world. But one thing you need to know, you're always in Apache. This place is always here. The thing you also need to know is those people right there have depended on you, and you guys have done a great job showing them the way for the next journey. Some of them will be in your place next year, and some of them still have 3 years to be in your place. Come back, hang out, visit, come in the office, bring Skittles, whatever you want to do. But just know that Mr. Sherrill and I, we really greatly appreciate all of your efforts. You got to go back and see all of those things. You got to see your swan's journey. You got to see your art. You got to feel really good about it. And let's celebrate tonight for you. You deserve it. Let's celebrate the next week and a half by doing our best because you deserve it. Keep showing them how to become Apaches, continue to be Apaches, and then to go away from here and remember they're an Apache. With with that being said, this is for you. Here we go. Alma mater. All right, so with that, okay, you guys are going to lead us out of here. We're going to go down and celebrate with the other in the campus. Okay? Thank you guys. All right.